Right, I'll try to explain bringing in an ally. So we'll use Julius Caesar. So Julius Caesar is down to his last two soldiers. So we bring in his 5 reinforcements, which every player has. So he has 7 soldiers. And play resumes. Genghis Khan goes here and there. And then Caesar ends up in paradise, for example. He pays his 2 soldiers for paradise, as I've explained, so he's got exactly 5 soldiers left. Only when you've got exactly 5 soldiers left can you bring in an ally. And if you bring in an ally, you get 5 soldiers yourself, and the ally who you bring in gets 5 soldiers. So who do you think Julius Caesar would bring in? Of course, he'd bring in Cleopatra. So Cleopatra comes on to conscript, like every player does beginning the game. She gets 5 soldiers. Caesar gets 5 soldiers. So they both get 5 soldiers. So you have to play separately, but you will be playing with 2 pieces. It's like playing 2 hands at cards, isn't it? You play them separately, but you work in unison. So, for example, Julius Caesar, he might get the manoeuvre, send an opponent or a player to any space on the board. So, how he could benefit himself here, he could send Cleopatra to the same space as him, where she'll be liable for trespassing. Because if you land on the same space as another piece, you can't engage with that space and you're liable for trespassing, but you lose a soldier. So she loses 1 soldier to Julius Caesar. That's just one example of how you can manipulate the pieces, but don't forget, only the original piece, Julius Caesar, can win the game.